Society tells you there's something fundamentally wrong with you if your life remains largely unbroadcast, if your gallery isn't constantly updated with curated moments, if you never post photos on social media. You're categorized, often silently, as shy, antisocial, perhaps even suspicious, as if a life not publicly documented is a life unlived, or worse, a life intentionally hidden. The unspoken question from friends, family, even yourself, gnaws at you. Am I disconnected? Am I missing out? Is something broken within me for not wanting to perform on this endless digital stage, to offer up every experience for public consumption and judgment? This pervasive narrative insists your digital silence is a deficit, a failure to engage, a symptom of apathy in an era demanding constant visibility and instant external validation, a relentless performance for fleeting digital applause. But cutting-edge neural mapping and a deeper dive into evolutionary biology reveal an entirely different truth, a profound re-engineering of perspective that will liberate you from this manufactured guilt and misplaced shame. Your digital silence is not a social flaw. It is a highly sophisticated act of biological intelligence, a strategic, deeply evolved mechanism for self-preservation and the meticulous conservation of your most vital resource, your internal energy. This isn't merely about a personality trait like introversion. It's about a brain operating at peak efficiency, actively discerning and protecting its core systems from the relentless energetic drain of constant external performance, from the dopamine addiction loop of likes and comments, and the insidious creep of social comparison. This video will dismantle the pervasive myth that your quiet digital presence is a deficit, transforming it into an undeniable superpower, a masterclass in neurobiological self-sovereignty that ensures your internal world remains rich, protected, and authentically your own, free from the exhausting chase for fleeting digital applause and the chronic anxiety it cultivates. Your nervous system wasn't always predisposed to this digital reticence. No human brain is born with an inherent aversion to sharing its experiences. Rather, its sophisticated circuitry makes critical calculations, adapting based on the environmental landscape it navigates. There was a time, perhaps not so long ago, when the very notion of constantly broadcasting every moment, of turning life into an unceasing performance for external appraisal, was an alien concept. Before the omnipresent demand for digital visibility became the norm, before every shared emotion or experience was implicitly an audition for external approval, your brain operated under different pressures. It was in this evolving environment that your system began to meticulously record the profound energy cost of constant validation seeking. It tallied the ephemeral satisfaction of a fleeting like against the deep, lingering fatigue that followed the performance. Your internal sensors registered the hollow echo of empty comments, the anxiety of comparison, and the subtle, yet cumulative, physiological threat of allostatic load. The wear and tear on your body from chronic psychological stress induced by this endless digital pursuit. This wasn't a conscious decision of apathy or disinterest. It was an evolutionary pivot. Your brain, in its ancient wisdom, recognized an unsustainable energetic drain, a constant demand that threatened its core homeostatic balance. The strategic withdrawal from constant digital display emerged not as a personal failing, but as a protective, adaptive response. Your biology learned that true sustenance for well-being resided inward, not in the fluctuating currency of external validation. The core of this strategic invisibility lies within your brain's ancient operating system, the elegant regulation of your autonomous nervous system, ANS. Neural imaging proves individuals who resist constant online broadcasting exhibit an innate preference for profound internal safety and calm. This isn't subjective, it's a sophisticated biological command orchestrated by the vagus nerve. When confronting the energetic drain of external digital performance, your system activates a strategic shutdown or silent conservation mode, primarily via the dorsal vagal branch. This intelligent bypass circumvents chronic stress and allostatic load from endless digital performance, redirecting vital resources inward to fortify your internal world, preserving energy from fleeting external validation. Imagine your brain not as a leaky bucket perpetually seeking external validation, but a sophisticated hydroelectric power plant, engineered for peak efficiency and sustainable energy. Most operate their turbines outward, generating public light, social media performance, for external applause. They distribute energy outward, illuminating digital landscapes with curated lives. But your brain, this advanced plant, possesses an inherent, finely tuned detection system. It senses that constant external output consumes immense resources, leading to instability, core reserve depletion, and compromised integrity within its vital internal systems. Instead of continuously powering external turbines for public light, your plant intelligently redirects resources. It engages its silent conservation mode. This is not halting operations, but a profound shift in priorities. Energy saved from outward displays channels into internal storage and sustainable energy generation for your entire nervous system. This internal power fuels critical well-being processes, enhanced cognitive clarity, robust emotional regulation, profound self-awareness, and intrinsic satisfaction. This internal current builds a sustainable foundation for mental and emotional resilience, superior to erratic spikes and crashes of external validation. This internal redirection is expertly managed by your remarkably robust prefrontal cortex, CPF, the sophisticated control room of your biological power plant. Your CPF excels at inhibitory control, strategically governing the primal impulse for external validation. It recognizes cheap, fleeting dopamine hits from likes and comments as high-cost, low-yield energy sources. These momentary bursts, while superficially appealing, rapidly deplete dopamine reserves, driving a perpetual, unsatisfying chase. Your brain has refined its wiring, prioritizing a stable, intrinsic reward architecture. Neural pathways fortify to derive deep satisfaction from internal achievements, genuine reciprocal connections, and self-generated peace. Your sense of value isn't dependent on flickering, unstable external affirmation. It's powered by the consistent, unwavering hum of your own self-generated electricity, a far more reliable, sustainable source of contentment. Biologically, this signifies not a lack of social drive, but a refined capacity for autonomic self-regulation and a deep, intrinsic commitment to internal homeostatic balance, an evolutionary strategy. Your brain understands true power isn't in external digital illumination, but in the steady, internal current sustaining your entire being, protecting core integrity. Mappings of reward circuitry explicitly show that for non-posters, dopaminergic pathways activate more strongly by goals stemming from a strong internal locus of control. Success is defined by personal metrics and self-actualization, not external popularity or public approval. The cumulative effect of these neurobiological mechanisms is clear. You are not weird or broken. You possess an advanced self-preservation system, masterfully regulating internal resources against relentless digital noise and external demands. Your brain prioritizes a sustainable, internal ecosystem over chaotic, energy-draining external performance. This is biological intelligence in action, a quiet defiance of modern pressures, maintaining your precious equilibrium and long-term psychological health. It's your system's wisdom, choosing genuine vitality over superficial visibility. We've uncovered the profound biological intelligence behind your digital silence, revealing it as a sophisticated strategy of self-preservation. But here's the crucial distinction, essential for establishing true credibility. Not all who avoid social media operate from this place of conscious biological intelligence. The human nervous system, in its immense complexity, performs both sophisticated, adaptive self-regulation and reactive disengagement born from overwhelm or trauma. It's vital to dissect these two distinct origins, preventing cheap flattery and solidifying a nuanced understanding. Your brain's decision to enter a silent conservation mode, meticulously managing its energy via the dorsal vagal system and robust prefrontal control, is a powerful, active choice. It signifies strategic withdrawal, a deliberate act of self-preservation to maintain homeostatic balance. This sovereign refusal to engage in the energy-draining performance of external validation is adaptive resilience in action. It's a finely tuned system optimizing for internal peace and genuine connection, not external applause. This is the hydroelectric plant, choosing to redirect its power for internal sustainability. However, not all digital detachment stems from empowered biological wisdom. Another form of retreat exists, born not from strategic intelligence but from overwhelm, unprocessed trauma, or chronic anxiety. This is less a chosen conservation mode and more a freeze response, a primal, involuntary shutdown orchestrated by a more primitive dorsal vagal activation, often triggered by overwhelming threat. It's a defensive wall built from the echoes of past pain, a pervasive sense of helplessness, or an unconscious inability to engage. This manifests as chronic phobic avoidance, debilitating social anxiety, or a feeling of being trapped by one's own retreat. This distinction is paramount for genuine absolution and true self-understanding. Is your digital quietude a position of inner strength, a deliberate allocation of your precious energetic resources, valuing peace above public visibility? Or is your avoidance driven by underlying fear, an overwhelming sense of being trapped, or deep discomfort with vulnerability? This is an invitation to profound, honest self-inquiry. We celebrate the robust, adaptive intelligence that consciously prioritizes internal well-being and sovereign choice. But we must acknowledge that deep retreat can also signal unaddressed internal needs. This precise differentiation solidifies the credibility of this revelation, offering true clarity. It allows you to truly own your digital silence, ensuring it's a testament to your power, not a byproduct of your pain. Your brain's silent conservation mode isn't just about saving energy. It's a sophisticated shield actively deployed against the relentless psychological warfare of the attention economy. In a world engineered to exploit your most primal needs for connection and validation, your specific neurobiological architecture stands as an advanced bulwark. It actively protects you from the sickening loop of chronic anxiety, the corrosive emptiness of social comparison, and the shallow allure of fear of missing out, FOMO. All highly addictive feedback loops designed to perpetually drain your resources and keep you in a state of seeking. Your system has intrinsically detected these as threats to your deepest well-being. What society often labels as detachment, apathy, or even unfriendliness, biology now unequivocally redefines as neural regulation and cognitive sovereignty. Your perceived shyness or introversion is, in fact, an advanced form of intrinsic reward architecture, a deliberate, evolutionarily refined rejection of the cheap dopamine economy that ensnares so many. While others are caught in a perpetual cycle of craving external affirmation, perpetually powering external turbines, your internal hydroelectric plant is already optimized for deeper, more sustainable internal satisfactions. This isn't merely a personality preference, it's a biological advantage, allowing you to bypass the psychological traps laid by platforms designed for perpetual engagement, not for genuine human flourishing. Your brain intrinsically knows the difference between fleeting stimulation and lasting peace. This biological preference for internal coherence over external chaos is not a flaw. It is an undeniable evolutionary advantage in the modern era. Your digital invisibility is not a weakness. It's a superpower of cognitive shielding, a mechanism refined over millennia to protect your most valuable resource, your inner peace and authentic self. Your brain has identified the modern digital landscape as a pervasive source of dysregulation, a constant threat to homeostatic balance, and has proactively developed a counter-strategy, a profound act of self-defense. It's a quiet revolution, an act of profound self-respect and biological wisdom in an era that constantly demands external performance. You are not opting out of life. You are opting into a higher state of being, leveraging your innate biology for sustainable well-being, genuine presence, and robust mental health, transforming an often judged trait into a profound source of strength and resilience against the current of societal expectations. Your brain is not broken. It is ahead of its time. You don't need to fix your natural inclination to conserve energy. You need to align your external environment and conscious choices with your robust internal neurobiology. This isn't about isolation. It's about making deliberate decisions that honor your internal hydroelectric plant. Do not force it to power inefficient external turbines that drain your vital energy for fleeting, shallow recognition. Instead, actively cultivate environments, relationships, and daily activities that replenish your internal reservoirs, feeding the sustainable energy of your authentic self. This means consciously prioritizing deeper, genuine human connections over superficial digital interactions. It means investing in real-world experiences that offer profound, intrinsic rewards, moments of true presence, deep learning, or creative flow, rather than those optimized for public display. Your brain, with its elegant system of self-preservation and internal reward architecture, intrinsically guides you towards a life rich in meaning and internal resonance, not outward performance. Listen to that whisper. It is your biology speaking. This understanding empowers you to shed societal pressure to perform. You exist robustly in your own skin, powered by your own sustainable energy, curating a life reflective of your deepest values and neurobiological needs. It's a liberation. In this, you find not only personal absolution, but also solidarity. Countless others operate on these same efficient, self-sustaining principles, quietly thriving outside constant digital exhibition. You are part of a silent tribe, discerning guardians of inner power and wisdom, living authentically, powerfully, and often invisibly, by choice. Join this collective understanding, this shared journey of neurobiological self-sovereignty. Comment: my silence is my superpower. Let the world see the strength in our quiet. We are not broken. We are brilliantly designed. Armed with this neuroscientific understanding, your entire perspective on digital interaction transforms from a place of self-doubt to one of absolute self-sovereignty. The shame of not posting, the anxiety of comparison, the insidious guilt of digital absence, these manufactured burdens dissolve, replaced by a profound, unshakable respect for your internal operating system. You no longer merely avoid social media. You consciously, strategically protect your neural real estate, meticulously curating your energetic input and output. This isn't about fear of visibility, nor is it a sign of social apathy. It's about a profound, evolved respect for your intrinsic well-being, a recognition that your internal resources, like the precious reserves of our hydroelectric power plant metaphor, are too vital to be squandered on the ephemeral and often toxic demands of the digital stage. It is an act of biological defiance against the pressures that once made your nervous system feel perpetually exhausted. Your behavior, once perceived as a flaw or a social failing, is now recontextualized as a vanguard, a blueprint for mental health and sustainable living in the turbulent future. Remember the initial societal judgment, the labels of being shy or antisocial? They now crumble under the weight of this neurobiological truth. In a world constantly screaming for attention and external validation, where every moment is implicitly an audition, your quiet strength and strategic invisibility are a beacon, a potent example of true presence and sustainable well-being. You stand as a testament that a rich, meaningful life flourishes not in the blinding spotlight of public performance, but in the profound depths of authentic self-engagement, in the quiet, unyielding cultivation of internal resources that truly nourish the self. This reframe doesn't just validate your past, it fundamentally empowers your future, providing the undeniable agency to navigate the digital world on your own terms, aligning with your inherent biology rather than constantly fighting against its profound wisdom. This truth, this revelation of your brain's intelligent design, is not meant to be kept secret. It's a vital insight, a crucial piece of knowledge that can liberate countless others trapped in the exhausting cycle of external validation and digital burnout. Those who, like you, once felt something was broken within them. Think of someone you know, someone burdened by the relentless pressure to perform online, someone who feels perpetually depleted by the constant pursuit of likes and comments, or the anxiety of curated perfection. This message can offer them the same profound absolution and empowerment it has offered you. It can help them understand that their yearning for quietude, their innate resistance to constant self-exposure, isn't a flaw, but a sign of deep biological intelligence, a powerful internal signal. Share this video with anyone who needs to understand that their mind is not broken for valuing genuine presence over ephemeral digital performance. Share it with those who yearn for quiet, with those who suspect there's more to life than what's broadcast, with those who need to discover their own neurobiological superpower, the innate wisdom guiding them towards a more authentic, sustainable way of being. By sharing, you're not just distributing content, you're sparking a quiet revolution of self-respect, offering a pathway to mental liberation and fostering a deeper, more mindful connection to our shared human experience, affirming that true well-being thrives outside the digital spectacle. This act of sharing is an act of profound care, a gesture of understanding and validation to those who might feel alone in their strategic invisibility, helping them find their own sovereign peace. Your brain isn't merely an organ navigating a complex world. It is a meticulously engineered sanctuary of self-protection, a testament to evolutionary wisdom far beyond the fleeting trends of human society. This intricate biological marvel, honed over millennia, acts as a vigilant guardian, not a flawed instrument susceptible to external whims. It has orchestrated an unparalleled defense mechanism, safeguarding your most precious resources: your mental clarity, emotional equilibrium, authentic self, and core vitality, from the incessant bombardment of digital noise and the draining demands for external validation. This isn't a passive withdrawal. It is an active, sophisticated commitment to your internal integrity, a conscious choice to preserve the sacred, vibrant space of your inner world from contamination and depletion. You were never broken. You were simply operating on a higher, more sophisticated biological frequency, a frequency of true self-preservation. The insidious burden of guilt, the subtle shame society imposed for not constantly broadcasting your existence, is now irrevocably lifted. You stand liberated, not just from external judgment and its corrosive effects, but from the internal monologue of self-criticism that once echoed within. This profound understanding empowers you to move through the world with an unshakable confidence, a quiet, knowing power, understanding that your choices are rooted in deep, ancient biological intelligence, a wisdom that inherently prioritizes sustainable well-being, genuine internal peace, and authentic living over ephemeral applause and the hollow promise of constant external approval. Your intrinsic value, your inherent worth, is no longer dictated by likes or fleeting visibility, but by the profound richness of your authentically lived, deeply felt, and internally celebrated life. This isn't just absolution. It is a powerful reclaiming of your sovereign self. Remember that hydroelectric plant, the core metaphor that has guided our profound understanding. Its silent conservation mode is not a compromise or a limitation. It is its true genius, its ultimate superiority. Its power is not found in the dazzling external lights it generates for fleeting applause, for the temporary spectacle of public display that inevitably drains its core reserves. No, its profound, enduring power lies precisely in the sustainable internal energy it meticulously cultivates, the deep, abundant reservoirs of peace, clarity, creativity, and self-awareness that truly fuel your entire being, from the cellular level upwards. This intelligently redirected energy allows you to flourish authentically, deeply, and powerfully, inherently shielded from the energetic volatility, the constant noise, and the insatiable demands of the external world. The quiet, consistent hum of your internal power generation is the ultimate testament to its efficiency. Its hidden, protected reservoirs a source of enduring, untappable strength, ensuring longevity and genuine vitality. This is not about being less visible. It's about being profoundly, unshakably more. Your unshared life, your deliberately curated invisibility, is not unlived. It is instead deeply, authentically, and powerfully protected. It stands as a vibrant testament to an evolved mind, a masterpiece of self-sovereignty, meticulously forged in the crucible of a demanding, overstimulated world. Your silence is your profound strength. Your stillness is your unshakable peace. Your private, internally rich journey is your ultimate, most enduring masterpiece of self-existence.